Our group grants permission for our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as educational material.
Good day everyone. So we are the group 1. So today we will tackle about the material or economic self.
LO 2.10 Explore the different aspect of self and identity. Develop understanding about the material self. LO 2.11 Examine oneself against the different aspect of self discussed in class. Identify the basic components of the material self. LO 2.12 Demonstrate critical reflective thoughts in integrating the various aspects of the self and identity. Discuss the influence of media and people acquisition of material possession.
The material or economic self refers to the part of a person's identity that is shaped by what they own and their financial condition. These include things like your clothes, gadgets, house, money, and other possessions. The material or economic self is the aspect of identity that is formed through material possessions and economic status. People often see this as an extension of themselves. Connection between identity, position, and wealth is self-expression, status, security, and emotional attachment. Self-expression. People use their belongings to showcase their personality and style. Status and social image. Wealth can influence how others perceive a person, indicating successful and powerful. Sense of security. Money and property can make people feel stable and confident. Emotional attachment. Some possessions like gifts or personal items have sentimental value and become part of who we are.
Have you ever lost something really important to you? Maybe a childhood toy, a piece of jewelry passed down from a grandparent, or even your phone, and felt like you lost a piece of yourself. That feeling has a name, and it was explained over 100 years ago by one of the greatest minds in psychology. Meet William James, an American psychologist and philosopher, often called the father of American psychology. In 1890, he published a groundbreaking work called The Principles of Psychology, and inside that book, he asked questions that seem simple but go surprisingly deep. What is the self? And his answer, it's much bigger than you think. James believed that the self is not just your mind, it's not just your body, your sense of self, your identity actually stretches outward into the world around you. He said that the self is the sum total of everything a person can call their own. In other words, not just who you are, but everything you call mine. He called this the material self, and it has 3 layers. The first layer is the body. This is the most obvious one, your physical form. It's the closest, most immediate thing you own. You feel pain in it, you live through it, and you identify with it completely. The second layer is your intimate belongings. Your clothes, your home, your personal items, these things feel like extensions of who you are. Think about how uncomfortable it feels when someone goes through your personal stuff without permission. That discomfort, that's your material self being invaded. The third layer is your wider possessions, your family, your friends, your reputation, your achievements. Yes, even the people you love became part of how you define yourself.
The phrase "I shop, therefore I am" is a modern twist on Rene Descartes' famous statement "I think, therefore I am." Descartes believed that identity comes from thinking our mind proves we exist. Today, identity is often shown through what people buy and consume. Products like clothes, gadgets, and lifestyle choices act as a symbol of personality and status. For example, someone who wears designer clothes or sneakers may be seen as stylish or trendy. Using the latest phone or smartwatch can indicate that a person is modern, tech, and savvy or professional. Choosing organic or eco-friendly products show that a person cares about the environment and health. Even hobbies and collectibles like gaming consoles or vinyl records can express interest and personal values. Purchasing behavior shapes identity in several ways that allows people to express themselves, respond to social trends, and even gain confidence or social approval. Social media amplifies this as people constantly compare themselves to others and feel pressure to follow trends. In short, while Descartes said, "I think, therefore I am," the modern idea suggests, "I shape, therefore I am." Our choices and consumption become a way to show, construct, and perform identity, even though this identity can be temporary or trend-driven.
Material possession like clothes, gadgets, and brands play an important role in shaping a person's self-identity. People use these items to express their personalities, values, and social status. Clothing reflects style and culture. Gadgets show lifestyle and preference, while brands symbolize identity and belonging. There is a strong connection between what people own and how they see themselves, known as extended self. Position can be boost confidence and self-image, but they are also influenced by society, trends, and social comparison. So overall, material possession serves as a tool for a self-expression, helping individuals show who they are, but true identity goes beyond what a person owns. Thank you.
Consumer culture affects how we see ourselves. People use clothes, gadgets, and brands to express their personality and style. Things we own can shape our self-image. It can have positive effects like boosting confidence and helping us feel we belong. But it can also cause materialism, pressure, and
Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing consumer culture. Consumer culture refers to a type of society where people focus heavily on buying and selling goods and services. In this kind of culture, a person's lifestyle is often shaped by what they purchase, own, and consume. It is not just about meeting basic needs anymore, but also about satisfying wants and desires. In modern society, consumer culture is strongly influenced by media, advertising, and trends. Through social media, television, and online platforms, we are constantly exposed to advertisements that encourage us to buy certain products. These ads often suggest that owning these items can make us happier, more successful, or more accepted by others. Trends also play a big role. What is popular today can quickly influence what people want to buy, whether it's clothing, gadgets, or even experiences. Because of this, many individuals feel the need to keep up with the latest trends to fit in or express themselves. So, in summary, consumer culture shapes how people think, act, and even see themselves mainly through the things they buy and consume. Thank you.
Consumer culture on self. Consumer culture focuses on buying and owning things as a way to feel happy or successful. However, this can negatively affect how a person sees themselves. Material and shallow identity. When a person values positions too much, they may base their identity on what they own rather than who they truly are. This leads to a shallow sense of self, where self worth depends on brands, gadgets, or status symbols instead of values, skills, or character. Pressure and comparison and financial stress. Consumer culture creates pressure to keep up with trends and other lifestyle. People often compare themselves with what they see on social media or in a society, which can lead to insecurity. To keep up, they may overspend, causing financial stress and anxiety. Consumer culture can negatively affect the self because it makes people focus too much on material things instead of building a strong identity based on value and personality. People may define themselves by what they own. It also creates pressure to keep up with others, leading to comparison, insecurity, and even financial problems.
Beyond material identity, in today's world, it is easy to fall into the trap of equating who we are with what we own. From the clothes we wear to the gadgets we use and the homes we live in, material possessions often serve as visible markers of our lives. However, if we look deeper, we realize that these things are merely external additions that not define our true essence. Identity is far more complex and profound than the sum of our belongings. While possessions can be provide comfort, convenience, or even social status, they are temporarily and can be lost, broken, or replaced. They do not hold the power to the shape of our character, determine our worth as human beings. At the very core of our identity lie our values. These are the fundamentals, beliefs, and principles that guide our actions, decisions, and interactions with others. Whether it is honesty, kindness, integrity, or compassion, our values act as a internal compass, directing us toward what we believe is right and meaningful. They are foundation upon which we build our lives and the standards by which we judge ourselves and the world around us. Unlike material objects that change with trends and time, our values remain consistent and deeply rooted, reflecting the persons we truly are inside.